Hello people of the internet, and for the first time, welcome to AJ Go Racing, my brand new sim racing and race car in general themed channel. Funnily enough, I'm filming this video on the same day that I filmed the video for my main channel saying that I'm launching this new channel, and then something arrived in the post just after I wrapped up filming that, which meant, hey, you know what? I'm ready to film, everything's already set up. Let's just get straight into it, shall we? What we're going to be doing today is an unboxing and a little bit of a test of a brand new wheel I've got for my sim racing rig. This is quite an interesting one because when I first got my current wheel setup, it's a Fanatec CSL Elite base hub with Club Sport V3 pedals, also from Fanatec. At the time, I was getting all of this pre-owned and used to save a little bit on the costs. As anyone knows, Fanatec sim racing gear is not exactly entry level in terms of pricing. In fact, most sim racing gear in general is nowhere near cheap, what you'd call cheap by anyone's standards. But I was able to get some bargains in terms of getting my kit used and pre-owned off eBay and places like that. I think I got part of it, at least, off Facebook groups, I want to say. But the only rim I ended up with was a McLaren GT3 Fanatec rim. Now, that's not me saying only in that it was somehow bad in some way. It's an amazing rim. I absolutely love it. It's great. But it is a GT3 rim, and it very much is based on cars that you drive with rims and wheels like that, with the hand grips like that. Very much GT, Le Mans prototypes, and kind of Formula open wheel cars, you know, Formula 1, IndyCar, Formula 3, things like that. For other types of cars, especially ones like, for example, drifting or rallying and things like that, where you need the full circle of the wheel, not so good. So I've been a little bit hampered in that department until today. Today is when that hopefully changes. We're going to unbox for you right now my brand new Fanatec P1 steering wheel. This has come all the way from Hamburg in Germany. I ordered this direct from Fanatec themselves. This is one of those things where actually just the manufacturer themselves, just their own website, gave the best price anyway. So why not? Let's just roll with that. So I'm equipped with some scissors. Hopefully that's all we should need to get into the box here. I believe this is my first formal unboxing video. I used to do sort of unboxing videos back in the day when I used to do diecast reviews back in Team Autosport days. There's a nostalgia trick for you, but that was way before anyone had even coined the term unboxing. Ooh, hello. Oh, we're giving birth. Oh, the box is giving birth. Yeah, it's a wheel. We've given birth to a wheel in a box. Well, I hope it's a wheel in this box. It'd be a bit annoying if it was just some packing peanuts and, I don't know, a used condom or something. That would be a bit annoying. It'd be like, this is not what I ordered at all. I do appreciate the Fanatec packaging. They have it in a sort of carry case format. That's quite nice. It's not quite working there because I've already started ripping it open. You can tell how keen I am to get at this. There's a quick start guide. Yep, well, a quick guide, not even a quick start guide. And oh, it's got like a sort of carry bag. That's nice. Also, what you can hear in the background is an ice cream van pulling up outside, and it's making me want ice cream. Must resist. You have a video to film. There it is. This is the wheel. This is basically the entry level of the kind of Fanatec wheels, but I've got to say, doesn't look like it on first glance. I mean, the buttons feel nice. This is specifically for an Xbox One wheel, but it will work on any sort of Fanatec rig. It works for PC just fine, which is what I'm going to be mostly using it for. Yeah, you've got the sort of analog stick, well, D-pad sort of arrangement over here, some more buttons. Just lots of buttons, really, and you can tell it's an Xbox One specific thing because of that big old Xbox logo right in the middle there, and the fact that the face buttons all say A, B, Y, and X rather than X, square, circle, triangle. Also, one thing I quite like is this bit on the top here actually shows you like an LED readout of, it shows like you would on another thing, like on my GT3 rim, there's like a number display, it shows like the gear you need and the speed you're doing, things like that. It'll display on the top of the wheel like that. It's also got this really nice red stitching inside the wheel rim there. So this is kind of a felt fabric covering around here, which is very nice to hold. But it's also got this red stitching as well, which I'm a big fan of. Well, I've got it out of the box. The unboxing part is done, and aside from me just sitting here going, yeah, and sort of pretend to drive a car with it, the only other thing left to do is to actually plug it into my sim racing rig and give it a spin. Let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, so as you can see, the new wheel is connected. My old McLaren GT3 rim has come off for the first time since owning this Fanatec base. I now have the new P1 wheel on, and I decided to go for something nice and simple to test it out. We're in a Assetto Corsa at my home circuit of Brands Hatch. We're on the Indy layout, and we're driving the modded Nissan Primera British Touring Car Championship Super Touring car. We're driving a touring car, because if anything's going to use one of these old style, well, I say old style, but circular style wheels, probably going to be this one. And what a proving ground to have than classic super touring car racing at Brands Hatch, my home circuit. I can't wait, I'm excited. Let's do this. We are ready, 5 lights up on the screen, and away we go. And I've got the worst start anyone has ever got to a motor race ever. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. Oh, because someone in front of me has even had an even worse start. So in Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. Oh. Hey, hello. It's a one-make race, so it's just all the various Primeras and all the various liveries included with the Primera. I'll link the mod in the pack below. If you don't have it for Assetto Corsa yet, I mean, frankly, I have to question what you're doing with your life, because it is an astonishingly good mod. I just need to find more actual 90s Super Tourists to create the sort of ultimate 1990s British Touring Car Championship grid. But we're up to 8th off the start, I'll take that. And so far, we haven't banged a single fender against another car until I did that. And did what normally would get you completely left in the wall and fished out by a recovery vehicle, which is mash the throttle when you're going sideways. But in a front-wheel drive touring car, that's actually exactly what you do. Very useful for me, someone who spends a lot of their time driving sideways. I'd love to say intentionally, but often not. Anyway, we've sent it up the inside of oh my god, we've got a crash up ahead! And we've spun as well! And we've hit the crashed car. Oh, this hasn't gone well at all. Okay, well, we're back underway. I feel like we've got left rear suspension damage and a lot of rear end damage. You know what? We're in a touring car. We're fine. Let's just keep going. Matt Neal's retired. Well, that's unsurprising, because that's the car that spun in the middle of the track and was like, do you know what? Maybe I'll be lucky and no one will hit into me at the bottom of Paddock Hill Bend. And then I came flying down like, hello! Like spinning in some stage right with like jazz hands and everything. Do you know what? Despite all the damage, it's actually driving surprisingly well. So we're going to keep going here. We have a lock of the brakes, that's okay. Oh, hello, there we go again. The rear end is very loose in this car, and I don't know if that's a deliberate setup ploy. It might well be. I don't know if the setup is deliberately set up that way, because, hey, you can just give it a boot full of throttle, straight it back out again, as I've just done there, but that's not gone quite as well, I'll be honest with you. Who knew that a touring car could also be a rally car? Did you know that? Because I didn't. We've gained back on some opponents. We're in 9th. We're actually the last car on the track. Because we're only not last by dint of Matt Neal retiring. There we go, get on the throttle, nice, there you go. Nice and smooth, I'm just warming up as well. I'm coming into this game pretty cold, I haven't driven it so far today. Oh my god, we've just been door slammed. Going around Druids, but we're still side by side. You've got to stick your elbows out to get a position around here, and we've made it stick. There you go, you've got to work for your positions in the Touring Car Championship. Touring car racing means get your elbows out. It's just like, excuse me, you want the position that I'm currently occupying, do you? Well, you're going to have a bit of a fist fight on your hands to take it. I seem to recall in a British Touring Car Championship documentary that in the 90s, where there were so many factory teams, the orders literally were, it's preferable to crash rather than let an opponent from another factory team, like another manufacturer's car, past you. And you wonder why British Touring Car Racing got such a reputation for crashes. That's literally what it was. Beat the other manufacturers or wreck trying. No wonder John Cleland was so successful around then. Anyway, we are up to 7th place with various bits of our car hanging off, because it's a true touring car race, let's be honest. We're still making up speed and our car's running fine. It's a bit like that quote from the end of that NASCAR race.
Both these cars are driving terrible right now. Half a lap to go.
Nah, they're driving good.
That's kind of how I feel right now. It's like, oh, there's loads of damage on the car. Nah, it's good. We're fine. Close up on the back of this car in front. Can we get it done into Paddock Hill Bend? Very tough corner to pass, especially as he's occupying the inside line. Oh, can we switch up? Oh, yeah. Oh, go on. Oh, get it done. And we didn't even touch bumpers or body panels once. That is a pro-level move, right? Don't screw up the very next corner. Haven't screwed up the very next corner. We're good. And I have to say, I haven't really mentioned the wheel at all so far, because, I mean, it's doing the job. It feels nice and comfortable. The felt, I think they're felt, the sort of inliners with the red stitching. They feel quite nice on the hands. It's very comfortable. I like these big paddle shifts at the back. Ideally, I do want to, now I've got this, I do want to be able to upgrade and actually add a stick shift into my setup, which would be very, very cool. That would be the proper experience. Oh, sideways again. You can tell it's a Japanese, it's a Nissan, because it wants to drift, even though it's front-wheel drive. Luckily, we can cure that with something we call mashing on the throttle. Oh my god, we've got some bumping and banging up in front. Hang on a sec. Guys, do you fancy scrapping a bit more so I can come join the party? There's 3 cars in front of us. Can we catch up and at least pass one of them? There is only one way to find out, and that's to send it. That is to lick the stamp and send it, which is what we're going to try and do at Druids for the final time. There's no better place on this track to send it than up here. Oh, he's covered the inside. A little bit of a bump and run. Well, they were trying to move to the inside of the car in front as well. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. He tried blocking to the left and then had to take the racing line. We waited that bit longer, got up the inside. There you go. Graham Hill Bend, what I honestly believe to be potentially the most deceptive corner on the track. No! 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 We worked so hard to get the position, we completely lost it. We've just chundered it. We've spaffed away our 5th place on the final corner. Oh man, well luckily we saved it. We went off for a detour there and had an explore of the nearby countryside. But man, what a race, that was fun. I'll say that's a pretty good way to put this new wheel through its paces. Laurent Aiello won the race. That's unsurprising given that when he was in a Nissan Primera in '99 in the British Touring Car Championship, he won basically everything. David Leslie second, Reed/Wheeler, the car being driven by 2 people, maybe it had dual controls, finished 3rd, Mashira Hassemi 4th, Michael Kroom 5th, who we were battling with on the last lap, and then us. And Matt Neal, the only DNF, because he kind of got spun out and then we came flying into him. Sorry, Matt. I think that'll do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know, by the way, if you want me to do a full rig rundown of my entire rig. So this, the Playseat Challenge, Fanatec base, pedals, everything. If you want just a straight up rig rundown video, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Right now, I'm probably going to hit the stop button on the recording and then go and do that race again, because that's about as much fun in sim racing that you can have with your clothes on. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.